Okay, so yesterday I pumped out, and today I've looked in the bilge, and there's more water in there, which doesn't make me happy. Now, it's not a big leak, but there is something going on somewhere because I'm taking water and I shouldn't be. I've checked all the through holes, tightened one up forward yesterday, but it's still got water in it today. Let's have a little look. My torch and my GoPro. Hopefully I'll be able to run them both. And we'll see what's going on. So some tools, because I'm thinking this is probably going to be an adjust the stern gland. For reasons that I can't predict. If something goes wrong, could be in a lot of trouble. I think that's the locking ring, isn't it? Wait, where's the water coming from? Aha! The water's actually coming out from, it looks like the joint between the stern tube and the stuffing box. I don't like that at all. I don't like it. I don't honestly think I could do much about that now. Or that I need to be honest. So I need to have a plan B in case there's a complete failure of that, because, which, I mean, it's hard to see how it possibly could be, but you just don't know, do you? Really desperate measures, plan B, will be get over the side with a sealant gun and seal up around the cutlass bearing, I suppose. That's, for now, that's what I come up with. I'm a little bit disturbed that this fitting, when I fitted it, it was flat against this, and now the bottom bit is not flat. Up a bit, that's good. Yep. Alright. It's midday. I pumped the bilges. I'll pump them again at midday tomorrow and we'll see what we look like. I think, to be honest, it'll be fine as long as I don't run the engine. Not even run it, because the vibration from it, if that's coming out. Fish on. I could have. Oh yes. I don't know what the fuck that is. I just got to get him in. Oh. Oh, fuck it. Too slow. That wind vane is ace. I'm going to give it some love when we get home. I'm going to varnish it. I might even make another paddle for it out of western red cedar or something lighter. I'll have to ask the inventor and see if that'll work. Lovely. And I'd rather have a bit of rain and be moving than that nonsense we've had for a couple of days where I've been doing like 2 and 3 knots. Oh god. I woke up this morning, we were doing 7 knots in slightly the wrong direction. Bit of a blow. So I put a reef in, and it's spitting the rain a little bit. Big deal. We've got a dirty lens, hold on. Try that. Get some rain on it. Good morning. So my situation is slightly improved. I woke up this morning to much more wind than yesterday. Actually, that started last night, but it really was picking up this morning. I had to put a reef in. Fantastic. And now we're coursing along at a princely, well, 4 or 5 knots, because it's a foul tide. When the tide turns, we'll be really stormy. That's great. I've managed to arrest the prop shaft using a circlip and my screwdriver. That's also managed to stem the leak a lot more from where there's something's going on there with the stuffing box. I'm not sure what. I think it's cracked off the log actually, but we'll see. So, the summary then, not leaking can run the engine to charge, which is handy because it's cloudy and pissing with rain. So, and I absolutely can't have my bacon going off in the fridge. So, the fridge is on. I'm charging all the electrical stuff, the inReach, everything else, and I'll probably leave it running probably for 3 hours until the voltage starts to come up a bit, because we were down to like 12.2, which they're deep cycle batteries anyway. I don't like being that low. Things start to, it's the pit of damnation, isn't it? It starts with one small thing and end up with lots of small things, and then you get a big thing and everything's the jig is up. So no batteries, no electric bilge pump, for example. So it's important to try and stay on top of these things. Oh, you see that little black bird there? I don't know what that is so far out, but we're hundreds of miles offshore. Anyway, so the batteries are going to be back in order soon, which means that I have the electric bilge pump back, and all the stuff, the navigation stuff will all be, you know, shouldn't be any problem. Wind vane's going great. I am a sailboat. I have no propulsion apart from the sails, but that's okay. That's what I want. What do you think? It's official. We are now beyond the red line. And obviously that's me. There's a waypoint. I've got charts for this area and charts for the Azores, but I don't have the charts for in between because it's just the sea, isn't it? There we are. Uncharted space. Cylons everywhere. So things are predicted to get wild later, and when I say wild, I mean 10-foot seas, just, you know, pretty big, 20 to 25 knot winds. So because the stove has run out of juice on one side already, whilst things are reasonably calm and I'm not too exhausted and dealing with too many other things, I'm going to try and fill up the stove. Ooh, yeah, bastard. Not really with it. Oh man. Well, some of it's going in there. Nothing's easy on a boat. Nothing when it's moving anyway. Whoa. So, my HF radio, my world band receiver, has cracked out. It's virtually new, that thing. When I switched it on to get my signal, beautiful clear signal, I was going to be amazing. I switched it off to go and, I don't know, wait. for 15 minutes, and I switched it on, nothing happened. It's not receiving any signals, no volumes coming out of it, nothing. I tried changing the batteries, resetting it, everything. God damn it. What that means is no weather charts now. I've got to rely on weather from my inReach. The problem with weather from the inReach is it tells you what the weather is where you are now, and for the next few days where you are now. You can select a location somewhere else on the map, put in coordinates or click on the map somewhere and say what's the weather going to be here. But that's not the same as being able to see where the Azores height is. That's not the same, is it? Or know where it's going to go. All you can tell really is what the specific weather is going to be in one particular place. So it's less than ideal, but it is what it is. That's what I've got now. I lost another fish today. I bumped my head about 10 bloody times. And I've been rolling around like a bastard on this boat for almost 2 weeks now. Almost a week now. A week. It's a week tomorrow. And if I'm honest, I'm feeling a bit sick to death of it now. Morning. Here's a day in the life then. Seems that we've been vaguely on course all night long, which is perfect. Off a bit now, aren't we? First, I'll do a little bit of mare counting. What's going on out here? Oh. A little bit of wind. All the sails are still on the boat. No danger of collision. Breakfast. Say this is the first day that I've noticed the temperature being more than it would be in a normal British summertime. You know, it's starting to get warmer. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but the sea is the most incredible blue colour. You probably can't see it. It's incredible, sort of a turquoise colour, and it's 5 kilometres deep here. Very, very deep. That's dinner and washing up then. And I'm just having a cup of tea and waiting for the sun to go down, which will be in about, well, probably a couple of hours, I would think. Just about dusk. I like to walk around the deck, just check whatever I can see, check the rigging, make sure I've not got ropes out across all over the place, make sure I'm ready in case in the middle of the night something very windy blows up. Right, well, this one here. What on earth is that near? It used to be upside. I just caught the biggest fish I've ever caught. Sadly, I was naked at the time, so I couldn't film it coming in, but it's in here. It's a tuna, and it's big. Properly hooked him too. The question is, I mean, he's alive, you know. It's getting hold of him, that's the trouble. But He's huge. Now, how to deal with it? Potato salad with some pickles and a loin of fresh tuna. Oh. Just bring in it. God, look at it. Yeah, baby. So here's a memory then, isn't it? Here I am, sitting in the cockpit of my boat on the Atlantic Ocean, eating tuna fish that I caught today. Okay, you can cope with anything. The last thing any sailor wants is lightning at sea. And there's just been two big flashes and thunder, and it's close. It's close. I've just woken up. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to get dressed quickly. Go to the toilet. I'll turn the radio off and pump in the bilges. There's two pretty big flashes. Seems to have stopped now. Thank God for that. Fucking terrifying. Yeah. I am the tallest object by a very long way. For a very long way. And the mast is made of metal. And it doesn't get much bloody worse, does it? Okay. Maybe it's over. You think it's over? Oh God. So I put the cushions on the floor yesterday because the coach roof is leaking. I was sleeping a pissing wet. The bilges are filled with water, so the cushions are virtually floating on top of them anyway. So I've just pumped out. It just means that everything's piss wet with seawater in there, and that is just horrible. That's horrible. I need the sun to come out now, really, so I can dry stuff out. So I suppose I should have fucking seen that coming, shouldn't I? Yes, you do something every morning for a week and it's fine. So you don't, you start thinking it's fine. It's not fine. Balancing the coffee machine on the stove like that is not fine. Well, that was a shit start to the day, wasn't it? Lightning, a coffee explosion in the galley. Oh. I've been up all night dealing with this nonsense. It's just calmed down enough for me to start filming some of it. It's been outrageous. Actually, the sea is still boiling. It probably doesn't show up on the camera very well. The sea is still boiling. I've probably got more sail than I would like up. But I'm not going on the foredeck in this to look around. I could put the sails away, of course. No problem. I think I'm too tired, actually, to go doing silly things, so we're okay. We're not overpressed, really. I've got to try and get some sleep. out by about lunchtime. What's it now? 7 o'clock now. Right. 4 or 5 hours of it. Wind vane's been a star all through that. It took some real hits last night. I watched it. It was yeah, it's done very well, very well.